Okay, here we go. Welcome everyone. June 10th, 2019. It is Money Monday. We're getting started. Just as a reminder, the Velocity Banking app is now available in the App Store and the Google Play Store. So go ahead and get that installed on your phone. Share it with people. When they ask, how does it work? So you're going to show them what Velocity Banking is with the app, and then you're going to show them how it works by inviting them to a workshop or to watch a webinar. Okay, don't give away the how until you get paid for. But the what and the why, give that away. What is it and why do we do it? So, yeah, if you got any questions about the app, let me know. To that, we are about to hit the summer or the yearly milestone of being halfway done with the year. We are just a couple days away from that. So let's talk a little bit about timing and what we can do to make sure we're hitting our promises, right? We promised certain people we would do certain things by a certain time. Okay, well, here we are, June 10th. Basically, by June 30th, we're halfway done. So a lot of you have been in Renata since the beginning of 2019. And maybe you set a goal for 50 grand extra or 100,000 or 20 people on your team or 8 5-star, whatever it is that you picked. Are you halfway there? Or are you more than halfway there and you can take it a little easy the rest of the year? Or you're not even close and it's time to drop all the excuses and saddle up. Really follow through with what you said you were going to do. Right? Some of you are like 1% done, but we're 50% done with the year. And some of you are almost finished hitting your goal, and you're going to have to change your goal before we end the year because you got to keep your momentum. So this is a big deal. Halfway through. Are you making it a big deal? I'm going to guess, I'm going to go out on a little risk and assume that every one of you is pushing yourselves harder than you've ever pushed before, and that you're just excited about this 2019 thing. But I know some of you are like, wait a minute, halfway through the year, I got to buck up. I got to do something different. Holy cow, yeah, half the year's gone by. Half the year's gone by. So some of us will need to make adjustments for the rest of the year. If we're to follow through with our promises and our commitments, we're going to have to make some adjustments. Not a big deal. I mean, those adjustments are going to give us what we want. So adjusting is not a big deal. But if we don't adjust, then we're just going to finish out the year the way we started the year. So I don't know about you, but I'm interested in more money, more time freedom, and more fun, more memories, more experiences. I'm into all that. So we got to try a little bit harder. I'm also behind. So if you feel like it's just you that I'm talking to, nope, we're all a little behind. Well, not all of us. Some of us are definitely ahead. So what am I going to do differently? This is what I've been thinking about. I just went on a road trip for the last week and a half. Probably put almost 4,000 miles on the car. And so I got a lot of thinking done. Got a lot of windshield time. Right? Finished 2 audiobooks. Listened to a couple different lectures. I learned some more about Tennessee. But then I also was thinking, I'm behind. This isn't good. I don't want to go to my team and tell them I'm behind, but I have to. Got to make some adjustments with my workload or with what I'm working on, not my workload. We don't need more work. We just need to change what we're working on. Okay, there's a big difference. So I'm making some adjustments. One of those is More 3-foot rule. Right? I let too many people walk past me without telling them what Renatus is or what it does. And that's a mistake. That is a big time mistake. So I'm just connecting my iPad here so I can draw a few things for you and show you what I've been adjusting so that I still hit my numbers by the end of the year. And okay, so I'm ahead on my real estate goal for this year, but on my marketing goal I'm behind. So now it's just time to switch it, focus, right? I focused for a few months, picked up some real estate. Now it's back to marketing. Marketing is an incredible product. You know, for a while I was marketing myself as this real estate investor so I could get some properties and some partnerships. But no matter what, I'm marketing, and you're marketing. We're all marketing. But are you marketing for Renatus in an efficient way, or are you just marketing for your boss at your job? Or are you marketing for you? What are you doing? Well, we're all marketing. Okay, so we've got a few more weeks to really make a new plan and then stick to it. July, August, September, October, November, December. Right, so July is like sales month bonanza. Most people finish their vacations because they got them all done in June. July is like, hey man, let's do barbecues and make some money. Let's do a pool party and make some money. Let's do a couple of hikes in the mountains and make some money. So there's a lot of activity, and if you could surround your marketing around those activities, you will have a ton of fun and make some money. August, Leaders Retreat, and then September and October is the regional events around the country. So we got 2 months, we got eight regionals, 8 weeks. And then November is like follow-up month for me. It's like, hey, I'm going to follow up with everyone throughout the whole year because I want to give them a good 2 months to get their money lined up and get their goals in order and find enough proper motivation so that they buy. And then November and December, I mean, we go nuts on sales again because people are realizing they wasted all of 2019. They set some goals in June. So they're going to buy some Renatus education and make 2020 their best year. So for you and me, there is a ton of opportunity ahead of us. 6 months, 180 days, 190 days with this few more days in June. Tons of opportunity. Are we going to capitalize? It's up to us. Capitalize. It's there for us. Okay, so I'm going to cover 2 things. I'm going to cover one, what I'm doing with my new schedule and make sure I hit my numbers and have enough customers in my funnel. And then the second thing is I'm going to go quickly over an exercise in overcoming rejection. And then we'll do a quick Q&A, and I'll hop on the Pat call. We'll keep steering this ship. All right, iPad is charged. So it's charged. Cables are plugged in. Just gotta switch this button here. Sweet. Okay. So now I will switch over to iPad. There we go. New. Yes. Save. There we go. Okay. So some of you have made some excuses around the beginning of the year because maybe you weren't getting all the support you wanted, and so you made some justifications with your family or your spouse, and you said, all right, fine, I won't go do this so you can have that. Now I won't do this so you can have that. But now here we are, halfway through the year, and you are all the way behind. When I first got started, and here's Vanessa and here's Michael. She's beautiful. Long, beautiful hair. Okay, here's Michael. So here I am telling her I'm getting started in real estate, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. Here's my new schedule. I'm going to allow my time to go out this way. Here's my new time allotment. So when we first got together and we said, this is how we're going to spend our time, she has this certain expectation for our future. And then I say, oh, no, actually, we're going to do Renatus. So this is what we're doing now. And it wasn't easy. It was plenty difficult because an expectation of how I was going to spend my time with her. And then there were some times where I was spending no time with her. And then there's sometimes where I'm spending so much time with her she can't stand it. And then it's back and forth and back and forth. But if we just both have jobs, right, this is the JOB. Hey, you know, I'm going to be gone here, but I'm going to be home at this time. And there's our life, 9 to 5. So I created some excitement, maybe some uncertainty, maybe some unpredictability. And so she was liking it, but then she wouldn't, and then she would, and then she wouldn't. And guess what? I'm not picking on Vanessa. I see all of you your spouses are doing this to you. They like it for a little bit, and then they don't. And then they like it for a little bit, and then they don't. And it's like you're trying to get off the runway, and you're jamming the gas, right? You're dumping in all the fuel, trying to get your business off the runway, and then your spouse says, but, you know, it's our date night, or it's this time when we're supposed to, whatever. And now you let off the gas, the wheels touch back down, back on the runway. Your spouse is happy, but you're not, because now your business isn't flying. So I was trying to manage expectations. Okay, so here's me struggling to manage expectations of how I'm going to spend my time. This is what this is all about. Here we are in June, halfway through the year, and it's about time allotment. Okay, so what this whole thing is about, it's time. So I'm trying to manage her expectations of our future while, you know, money has expectations, or business has expectations. There are certain things you have to do in business to get the money. So while I'm how do I put this? Managing expectations of our future while sticking to business principles. So, and another way of saying this is trying to make my spouse happy versus trying to make money happy. That's kind of a lame way of saying it, but like in order to get money, you have to do certain valuable things. In order to create that value, you have to spend time on certain people. And so being invested in them in order to get the value, in order for you to get the money. So spouse happy and money principles. And the spouse happy and the money principles are taking me in two different directions. But here's what I know. If I continue doing what's making my spouse quote unquote happy, ultimately we won't be happy because we won't have all the business that we wanted. Right? So this is two different roads we could go down here. Trying to make spouse happy, trying to make money. Which road? It's not good or bad. It's not right or wrong. It's, is it effective or not? Am I being effective with making her happy? So I made her temporarily happy day by day by spending time with her. But I knew that if year by year went on, it would be less and less happy because both of us would need to go sell our time. So I'm having a struggle between doing this, doing this. What road am I on? And so if you feel like this is, and maybe you don't have a spouse, maybe you're just doing this with yourself. Trying to make yourself happy, but then also trying to follow the proper principles for making money. and you're torn. And so you'll do a little bit of time here and a little bit of time there, but neither of them allow you to get the major results. So conversations need to happen. Conversations need to happen. And expectations need to be either adjusted or dropped. Because here's what my spouse knows. My spouse knows that if I go and get all this money, she can have it. And wouldn't that ultimately give her some more peace of mind and make her happy? Right? So it's these conversations need to be had around how we're going to spend our time over this next 6 months. Conversations need to happen about time and spending the time. So when I finally got with Vanessa and I got her on the same page about my thoughts, I said, look, I'm going to put all my time and energy into making money so that I can quit my jobs, you can quit your jobs, and we can go back to spending all our time together. So that's a major key. Is this communication, this conversation. If they know that ultimately, if we could stay focused for a few months, then when the money starts flowing in and we can quit our jobs, then the time that our spouses had to sacrifice, they had to sit back and let us work and let us stay up late and let us get up early and let us go to meetings and let us take last minute follow-ups. Like last night, think about it. Last night, I'm driving in from Utah, right? We drove from Denver to Utah. We spent Thursday, Friday, Saturday in Utah with the team. We did Super Saturday. John McCants crushed it. And then we're driving on our way back to Utah, or our way back to Denver, and it's like 5:30 by the time we get home, 5:30 p.m. And you know what I did? What do most spouses think when you're you've been on a road trip and you put a couple thousand miles on the car and all your clothes are dirty and you just want to get home and you just want to chill, right? Well, we got home at 5:30. I said, all right, sweetheart, I got a phone call I hope it's 7. And I could see it on her face for a second. She went, what? It's Sunday night. Like, come on, let's just chill and watch a movie or something. I could see it on her face, but then I could also see her remember the conversation we had where I said, hey, I'm behind. I got to take these follow-ups as they come. Okay? I'm just going to take this follow-up as they come. And so since she knew that and I want to hit the goals, I got support from her. But some of you have not communicated well enough to your spouses what the heck you're doing, what you're spending your time on. And so then when you take a last-minute follow-up, they say, what? You were supposed to make dinner. You're like, okay, I can make dinner and make you happy for today, or I can go make $10,000, get a team member, create a bucket sale, get some momentum going, and I could just pay for dinner. Right? So it's this managing of expectations. And I see a lot of you team members struggling to communicate to your spouse that you're doing it for them, not to them. Right? You're doing it for them, not to them. Sometimes they feel like you're doing a follow-up and you love the business more than them, and you love talking to customers and going to meetings more than them, or whatever. Either way, there's a silly expectation. And if you're trying to do one thing in this world and do one thing in that world, it's just not going to work. Create expectations. So Vanessa knows now I'm going to bang out all these follow-ups throughout the rest of the year. But we also have like 5 vacation schedule. So she knows throughout the year, she's going to have to adjust her schedule constantly. If a customer calls me and says, hey, you know what? You got an hour, I got some questions, and I think I'm ready to do this. And if we're about to go on a hike or walk the dog, or we're at a restaurant I might just say, I might just step out of the restaurant and handle that call. She could finish the meal herself. I don't know. Depends in the moment. But I'm having these conversations with her so that she can adjust what she needs to adjust. Now, I'm extreme. And so some of you are hearing like, oh, I could never do that with my spouse, or I don't know. But just try it. The communication is the major key to your success. Communicate. Conversations. So I see the team members that have their spouse on the same page, maybe what they're working on. Okay? And so that ultimately what we're trying to do is merge these two worlds so that we're building a business and spending time with our spouse at the same time. Whoa! Right? There's a merging lane, and boom, all of a sudden, it's the same lane. So this is the vision that I created for Vanessa. I said it. You got to understand, it feels like it's one or the other. But if we work hard enough on the money, I'll just swing this road back around. I'll have enough money to build a bridge, and then together, we're back on the same road. You picking up what I'm putting down? You got to have these conversations. And then you'll have the money and the skill of managing time in order to make this road the rest of your life. Now, some of you, here's our three different. Here's our beginning. Right, here's the struggle, so to speak. Right, here's where everything gets joined together, and then freedom, the dream, the goal, the coast. We can coast, go coast to coast. Freedom. Really, I guess the word here would be alignment. Right. Some of you are like, well, Michael, it just doesn't feel right when I have to cancel time with my family or my spouse to do this. It feels like you're out of alignment. I get it. But you were out of alignment before we met you. You were out of alignment probably before you got a spouse. You were out of alignment a long time ago. So there's this time window here between the beginning and when the two worlds get joined. Stop. Right, there's a time that has to go by between these 2 points, and there's all this 2 roads and these expectations. We got to manage them. We got to go follow the money principles, build a team, make some money, buy some real estate, get some cash flow. Then this alignment happens. Some people, incredibly, make this only take 1 month. And some of you make it take 7 years. It's a choice. It's a choice. How are you managing? Because if you think about it, if you're not building your business to keep your spouse happy with the amount of time you're spending with them because they have a job, you have a job, you got kids, you got to spend some time. I get it. But think about it. Next year, if you're behind on your promises and your bills, how much are you going to enjoy that time with your spouse, with your family, knowing you're behind on your bills and your promises? And then another year goes by and you say, well, hey, at least I'm spending my time right now with my family. But what is going on in your mind while you're spending that time? You still know you got a stupid job you got to get to because you don't have a business. You didn't go and build it. And so ultimately, you end up offending yourself, offending your dreams and your goals. And and you think that because right now you're getting less resistance with your spouse, it's better than if you go down the struggle road and go make some money and stay up late and get up early and change your identity and change your personality and change it all, get back to alignment. So you can either move forward to alignment or you go back to the beginning where you're split between making money and keeping your spouse happy. See, because now, guess what? Making money makes my spouse happy. So have these conversations. Let's make an adjustment. Look at the calendar. Look at the schedule. And if you're not gonna hit your goals based off of the work you're putting in now, make those adjustments. It's not important. Make those adjustments. So in June, we have a big event to build for. In July, once a month we got an event to build for. All right, now let's talk about how we're building for events. How are we building for events? Well, hopefully everyone's got their drop cards. Well, before I change topics real quick, does anyone have any questions about this amazing drawing that I just put together? Any questions? Any clarification? Michael, you're wrong. Anybody want to say that? Okay, Brian said this is a great message. Cool. You can always get this recording and have your spouse watch it so you can say, I don't know what the heck my head, and we'll understand it together. Okay, so also in alignment, I'm making sure that the way I'm marketing and finding my leads is in alignment with my business and with spending time with my spouse. What if you have a wife that is very controlling? Well, stop allowing being controlled. John, you're going to find these recordings on the YouTube channel called Elevate Renatus. Elevate Renatus on YouTube. Subscribe. And then when Abby uploads these recordings, you'll get a notification on your phone and boom, get caught up. Yeah, Joe, what is she controlling? What are they controlling? Right? If it's your customer you're trying to help, what are they controlling? And it's mostly time, right? So each individual has to respect their own time. So if a spouse is controlling their own time, they're just disrespecting themselves. It could also be the same one if you have a husband that's very controlling, right? Let's just say spouse, playing sides. All right, William Davis says, how much time working the business if you both are still working jobs versus the us time? Well, it depends. It totally depends, because you have your job to pay for your current lifestyle. You're building your business to pay for your future lifestyle, and then you have your future, which is your spouse. So it all depends on what mess you've created and what you need to clean up. So I created a gigantic mess where I had 2 jobs, no car, and a bunch of debt. So my movie time, go to parks, hang out, dinners, that time, I had to forfeit because I'd made such a goddamn mess of my finances and my life and my time. So I just forfeited it for about 6 months. We didn't really do much as far as like going out because it just, I couldn't justify going out. Well, I know I'm behind on this mess. But now I go out so much of Vanessa's like, she's over it. Being taken out, she's over it. Like it's just because I have so much time and money that I could do it now, that it's no longer this big desire. There's like the movies and the parks and the restaurants, it's like a release from the crappy life that you're trying to get away from. So I looked at going to dinner on Friday night, or whatever. I looked at it as like taking Tylenol for my headache. I have a headache because I'm dehydrated. So if I just go drink a bunch of water and stay hydrated, my headache will go away. Or I could just take some Tylenol. but then it will come right back if I don't fix my dehydration issue. So the movie, the dinner, the whatever, to me, that was like the Tylenol. Like, all right, cool, it'll fix it for a minute, but I still have this problem. So why don't I just go fix the problem, and then I won't even need to take Tylenol. I won't even want to go to the movies in the park because I wake up when I want to wake up, next to who I want to wake up, in the address I want to wake up in, eating what I want to eat at the time I want to do it. So then why would you need to go to the park or go to the movie or go take time away from something? You see what I mean? So when I was trying to figure out, well, hey, let's go take time away from, I was like, no, I'm not. How about we delay it, and then when we're in alignment, I do so much of it you can't even stand it. I'll take you on so many vacations and so many restaurants and so many movies that you're how about that? So it's that's my attitude on it. Well, does that make sense? Does that create some clarity? Okay, wonderful. David Smith, what do you tell a family member who tells you to slow down and take your time? Well, David, are they millionaires? Have they made more money than you? Are they producing a lifestyle that you want? Do they have the kind of family relationships that you want? Are they spending time the way that you want? Are they making the kind of money you want? And don't listen to them, because they might just say, hey man, slow down. You're making me look bad in front of my wife. Right? Is that a good reason to slow down? Hell no. Let's get it going. Mash the gas. Slow down. Could you imagine telling Walt Disney to slow down, or Henry Ford to slow down, or Steve Jobs to slow down, or Oprah Winfrey to slow down? No, it's not a thing. So if that was my wife, she'd say, hey, you need to slow down, and say, oh, thank you so much for your concern. What do you mean by that? She would tell me what she means. I would digest it. I'd stay coachable. And then if it didn't align with me, like, okay, well, I listen. I appreciate you saying that, and I'd show her I'd listen. And here's why I'm not going to do what you said. And then I would just be on my merry way with my life. Go. And I might email, call me, text me, email me, and say, what did you mean by that? I'm happy to clarify. As well as if you come off mute, you can ask questions or type them in. I'm happy to clarify. That's what this is all about. Clarity equals power. If you're clear on what you should spend your time on, if you're clear on what you should spend your time on, if you're clear on who you should spend your time with, you have power. And now you're attractive, and people want to be on your team. When you talk to a customer and you have that kind of power, a follow-up takes 5 minutes. But if you're in this chaos mode and you're trying to make your wife happy, you're trying to make money, you're trying to grow a business, you're trying to make a customer happy, and you're just in every direction, you don't have any power. So no customer wants to work with you, so you have no money. Now you have no money power either. So it's all connected. Got to get in alignment with it. So one thing that we're in alignment with is making sure that we do things that we enjoy. Doing things we enjoy. So the alignment is making sure we enjoy the activities and how the time is being spent. See, Vanessa did not enjoy this time so much, right? This struggle mode right in here, where we're on 2 different worlds, we're on 2 different paths, 2 different ways of spending time. She didn't really like it. It was not enjoyable necessarily. But she knew that if we got into alignment, everything we do, we could enjoy. Right? Short, you got to have some vision. You got to help your spouse develop vision. And if they don't have vision, watch some YouTube videos on vision and be like, look, this is what it is. Your spouse isn't your boss. Stop acting like it. I don't act like I'm Vanessa's boss. She doesn't act like I'm her boss. So get it straight. Okay, Will says, main thing is balancing the real estate with the marketing while still working. Feel you kind of have to pick one first result and dive in. Yes. So the real thing you're going to focus on is your better self. Okay, not your real estate, not your marketing, not your job, not your spouse. No. Those are byproducts of your best self. So William, what would your best self do 5 minutes before you go to bed, 5 minutes before you wake up? And when you got 10 minutes in the middle of the day, do you open up and play a stupid game on your phone? Or do you check emails and send some links out to some guests? Or do you go try to make a friend, right? Your best version of yourself is going to help you with marketing, real estate, your job, your spouse, whatever. You could pick one, that's fine. But if you still haven't worked on you and making you the best version of you, all those are still going to happen slowly. So there's no balance. Okay, let me draw it this way. This isn't going to stay in my drawing, but here's you. Here's your ideal life. You're the balance, right? You're saying, how do I balance my work, my marketing, my family, my real estate, and personal development, right? I'm supposed to read these books and journal, and I'm supposed to make a vision board and try all these things. And then there's my ideal life. How do I make this balance? You know, I got all these things on one side. If you just move personal development to the focus, that is the focus. Don't focus on real estate. Don't focus on marketing. Don't focus on family or work. Focus on personal development. There's no balance there. 100% focus on personal development. And then naturally, you'll get rid of the stupid work you don't want to do in your life. The marketing will get easier because you will be a better person, a better version of yourself. People want to work with you. Family will be in alignment because as you develop, you know how to treat yourself, how to treat time. And so naturally, the family will be more cohesive. And then, of course, the real estate will fall in line because as you develop as a person, you'll have better study habits, you'll have better negotiating habits, you'll have more just practical knowledge around real estate, and it'll happen. So don't try to balance it, bro. Lopsided focus on personal development. Right? When Vanessa wakes up, she sees me watching personal development videos. And when she goes to bed, I am watching personal development videos. While other people are sleeping, I'm developing. And she does her stuff throughout the day. You know, I'm not talking to customers. She does it on her own time, but I really prefer it first thing in the morning and last thing in the evening. And sometimes it's like an hour or two. I watch tons of YouTube videos on personal development. Brian Tracy and Les Brown and Eric Thomas and everybody. They're talking about how to build your ideal life. And I know that stuff already. It's already in my head. I'm doing it, but I still get it done every day. Still watching, still getting jacked up about it. Cool. Okay, so actually I'm going to leave that in. So this enjoyment, how do we enjoy what we're doing? Well, here's what's cool about it. As Vanessa's gone through personal development and I've gone through it, we've learned more about ourselves and what we enjoy and how we can have fun while we are making money. So what do we enjoy? Well, we enjoy the outdoors and enjoy dogs. So guess what? What we did is we joined some meetups. We got the classic American muscle car meetup. Right, that's fun. We enjoy that. Then we have the BMW M owners of Denver. Well, we got a BMW. And people who have those. We have the coolest BMW, so when we show up to the BMW Owners Club, they're like, oh, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that wrap? What did you do? What upgrades? Blah, blah, blah. Friends. We love talking about our cars and stuff and got all that people in common. And then the other thing is dogs. Dogs and dog training. Meetups around dogs. Meetups around dog training. Puppies. Frisbees. How to do this. How to do that with your dog. How to hike with your dog. How to train your dog to this, to that. We enjoy stuff. So at the meetups, and of course, dude, with dogs, you just go to a dog park. They made dog meetups about 100 years ago. It's called a park. So And the reason I'm laughing is because some people said, well, Michael, the meetups in my area aren't conducive to my schedule. And I just went, dude, just go to a freaking dog park. And then he calls me back and goes, dude, there's people in the dog park. What? People at the dog park? So guess what? I already needed to go to the park to walk my dog. I already need to change my oil, and I'm already driving my car. So the things we enjoy, we're already doing. So there's so much alignment that people say, wait a minute, well, when do you work? And I'm working right now. And they go, this is your work? Yeah, here's my business card. Can I get your number? You want to watch these videos? I'm so in alignment. And then here's the thing. I'm not trying to. So a nice byproduct, not nice, but what happens? They get jealous. There's a little bit of jealousy that happens because I have alignment and my customer doesn't. And a little bit of jealousy makes them want to show up. Well, how the hell did you do it? And they look me up and down and they go, psh, well, if you could do it, I can do it. And say, yeah, man, what are you doing Thursday night at 7 or Wednesday night at 7 or Saturday morning at 9? What are you doing? Let's meet up. Watch this video. I'll call you. Let's meet up. So go to meetups. Find the ones you enjoy. And guess what? If you really can combine it with a thing your spouse enjoys, like one that we'll also do every once in a while, Vanessa likes it more than I do, but I do it with her because I know there's people there, is cooking. Cooking meetups. Learn a new recipe, right? Everyone's having fun. Their guard is down because they're in student mode, and the teacher's teaching us how to make a lobster mac and cheese or whatever. It's so freaking good. When people see I'm having fun, they just want to know why. How can you have this much fun? It's, because I don't have a job, man. I control my time. What? How do you not have a job? Well, I created a real estate business. Well, I wish I could. Well, it's not for everybody, but if you're interested, here's my card. Why don't you give me your number? You can watch the video at this link, and why don't I give you a call in the week, and you can tell me if it's for you or not. Boom. Easy, simple, no budget, no money, no ads, no managing campaigns, no sitting at a computer trying to anything. You're just out in life, having an impact on other people's lives. Okay, Kevin, I want to spend a whole episode on your question. So Kevin has a question. Hey, can you example of a phone call you had with your IMA's warm markets? Yes, definitely, but I'd like to spend a whole hour on that. So let's do that next Monday. So remind me when we get started. And if I start out with a different topic, Kevin, interrupt me and say, hey man, you said we were going to talk on this. Dennis says, hey Michael, great to hear you teaching us. As I'm just getting back into marketing, would you please share the text links with me? Yeah, well, since you've been gone, Dennis, we've improved it. So let me get you caught up real quick because you have your own link to send. You're not sending my link anymore. So let me show you where you go to make that happen. So when you log into your business center, so you go to secure.myrenatus.com. Good. Here we go. Log in. And this is where you're going to make the technology work for you. Everybody, including Dennis, pay attention. So you're going to click on this AMP button right here, right in the middle. Click on it. And then you got this new window here. Over here on the left-hand side, click on the settings button. When you click on the settings button, the new menu pops up, and now you have 4 buttons in your settings button. Fill this out. Fill out your contact info. Fill this out on your website. So check this out, Dennis. My website's name is Michael. Michael.myrenatus.com. Michael.eat.com, Michael.wedorealestate.com, and MichaelRealEstateFriend.com. So you'll go in and you select a name, you put Dennis, you could put Doherty, you could put whatever you want. You could put, I know Pete Smalling's got wealthy by design.myrenatus.com. So it could be a slogan, it could be your name. Make it something that you could say over the phone easily, okay? And then make sure you activate them. So you can select inactive or active. You need to activate all your websites. They are on, by default, they're inactive. So you need to come in and activate them. That's your websites. And then the last button down here is your campaign. You need to activate this campaign. And then I recommend you check the email box. So every time someone goes to your website, you get an email. That's it. That's what you do, Dennis. So instead of sending my links, you will send your links. And this is what it looks like. So someone myrenatus.com, right? I'm at the dog park. I say, oh man, that's a cool dog. I go, wow, man, I got to go back to work. And I say, dang it, man. We were just having so much fun. Well, I don't have a job. I'm in real estate investing. Have you ever thought about that? You go, well, yeah, but I don't have any money. Well, here's my card. Why don't you go watch this video? Now, when they go to this video, this is what they see, Dennis and everybody. This video just automatically starts playing. And it's Bob just saying, hey, would you like to control your time in your life and really learn a system that's going to create time and time again and success for you? Good. Then enter your info over here, and let's get into a training. So this first video is only 3 minutes. And then the next video that he makes is about 55 minutes. And then he also has a follow-up video in this system. So we got the briefing, the intro, and the follow-up all in one right here. Your customer will spend less than 2 hours to get all the content, a great training. They touch on taxes, banking, business, real estate, all of this. And then they just call you up. Or if you don't hear from them in a few days, you see that they entered their info here. And so then you just follow up with their info and say, hey, I saw that you checked out the website. What'd you like best? And if they didn't finish the video, let's say they didn't have enough time, they can just put their email in here and pick up where they left off. Pretty cool? Yeah. All right, last question, and I'm out of here. Billy says, how do you handle lazy people? Zig Ziglar said, there are no lazy people. There are just people with goals and people that haven't been sufficiently motivated. Shelly, my card is the same as everybody's. If you just go into your business center, right on the top here, there's a banner with the new drop cards. You click right here and just download the little layouts and the configurations that they made for us. Cool. Billy, they're not lazy. They just don't see the motivation versus the work. That's it. So you need to get clear on casting your vision, on your communication towards what the work will benefit us. And I just look at it as a reflection of me. Where am I being lazy? Okay, everyone is a reflection. All right, beautiful people. Thank you for your time and attention. I have to go. It's the top of the hour. Bob is expecting me to be on a call right now. So I will talk to you guys soon. We'll get caught up. You guys are amazing. Do your best today, and we'll see you soon. Bye.